Are you okay?
I'm okay, I think, but this is helping.
You should probably avoid picking up the phone, and if it's an emergency, you should say, I'm so sorry, it's an emergency. Can I please pick it up? Because I don't know if something bad's happening because there's a hide going out and people are dying. Especially when you're with someone and having some intimate time, to have all of your notifications on and then actually go to be able to check them. Same thing when you're on a date. It really is a faux pas to be able to take a look and deal with your phone. If there's something that's really important, let the person that you're with know beforehand so that they can expect it. And then if you forgot to be able to do that, ask them to be able to say, like, I'm so sorry, I have to take this because there's something important happening.
Slow down. What happened? Parental, please.
There's not much of like a psychological impact to this, but I love that Thing is actually playing, like, I'm not happy that Weebs died, but like, I love that Thing, spoiler, I love that Thing like plays dead and then just kind of like flops over like to show, like, we know that he's saying, okay, and Weebs died. I just think that it's adorably cute the way that Thing expresses himself, and you can tell what he's saying because he's so very good at it. It's just a cute moment.
Tyler and Thornhill took her? Where? Crackstone's crypt, what the heck? Who are the Nightshades?
And what up, Thing? You completely outed Ajax. There was like, I get it. I get where Thing's alignment is, but like, poor Ajax, like, he didn't even have a chance to be able to tell Enid on his own before Thing kind of like just jumps in. Didn't really have to say anything right there at that moment. But for Thing, I believe that it's because that's his pack. Enid is his pack, and that's where his loyalty stands. And for Thing, it's pretty black and white.
I can't believe you're in a secret society and you didn't tell me.
Because, you know, it's secret.
So this is something that's probably going to come up within their couple, but they're really, really new. So you wouldn't expect that everyone's going to be sharing all of their intimate details right away. If they were a more established couple, then this would be a really big issue, especially when it's a secret society that he's hanging out with her friends and she doesn't happen to know about it. It's really kind of important when you're in a relationship to establish what are the rules, what are the things that you like, what are the things that you don't like, and how do we want to be able to go about this and make sure that both people are comfortable with what those rules are.
Thing and I will go look for Wednesday.
Okay. Nightshades forever.
Seriously? A secret snap too?
So it's not really that the snap that really bothers her. It's just one more piece of how elaborate this secret society is that she doesn't know about. And that feeling when something's happening and you're not the one that knows about it really can cause this disjoint in their feelings of safety. Thing also snapped. Now, does this mean that Thing is part of the secret society and we didn't know about it, that he's kind of joined up and been let in? Or is this just Thing wanting to be part of the group and doing what everyone else is doing? It really did make me think that maybe Thing is part of the secret society. Like, he would probably be a really great member, though he outed one of the other secret society members. So then maybe he's not either that good of a member or not actually a member. I don't know. Let me know in the comments.
Enid? I need to get back to the school.
Okay, so this is truly my big what the hell moment. Like, what the hell, Wednesday? So here we have Enid saves Wednesday from dying, and she knows it's Enid, because if she didn't know it was Enid, it would make sense that she's just like, oh, I have to go back to the school, I'm going to escape. Two, if the hide was on the ground and still incapacitated, it would also make sense that Wednesday would be like, oh, gotta leave, you know, you've defeated him, or let's go. Or even that she looks at Enid and goes, okay, I'm gonna have to go back to the school because Crackstone is there and that's gonna be dangerous. And Enid gives her a nod like, I've got this, you go and take care of this. But it isn't any of those cases. She doesn't know if Enid's gonna be safe or not. And she just escapes and just leaves. And that really bothers me. Like, I think that probably for a lot of people that caught this, it bothered them as well because it doesn't fit with Wednesday's personality. And I know what you're going to say. Well, Wednesday's kind of single-minded. When she sets her mind to something, she's not really thinking of anything else. But Wednesday cares about her people and supersedes that care over everything else. She's taken all kinds of risks for others. Some of you might also say, well, she's just a sociopath. This shows that she doesn't really have any empathy or care for her friends. But the next scene is going to prove that that's not the case either. It really, for me, goes against what Wednesday's personality would be. Like, wouldn't she first make sure that Enid's going to be safe and protected before she escapes and leaves her to fight this Hyde that has obliterated and murdered a whole bunch of people already? And this is also the first time that Enid's ever shape changed, so she doesn't know how good she is at fighting yet. You could be like, oh, well, Wednesday doesn't really have any powers. She's shown that she's really brave and she doesn't mind fighting a whole bunch of times. Like picking up a rock and even throwing it would have been better than her just escaping and leaving her friend to have to fight the Hyde all alone. And so this was my what the hell Wednesday, and it did really bother me because it just doesn't fit with her personality and her character. Whenever something happens and it doesn't fit someone's character, it really kind of sticks out to me, and I don't think that this is what she would have done. So if the officer wasn't there, Enid would be dead right now. Enid was about to be killed. There was nothing that she could do. She was completely incapacitated.
Tyler, son, is that really you?
And how many people would really be able to shoot their son even if they're in a werewolf or a different form, especially when he's already lost his wife to the same thing? And yes, I know that that is his duty to serve and to protect, but it's a really difficult thing when it goes against your need to protect your children. I don't think that many people would have been able to do this, which would have meant that Enid would have died in this situation. And perhaps he would have just paused for long enough before he actually saw that Enid was hurt, because why would he shoot his son? He doesn't know that this is Enid in werewolf form. He just sees two monsters attacking each other. He possibly wouldn't even think that this is a human that he needs to save. Maybe it's the other person that's the monster and the Hyde is actually the good guy in this situation. So like, why wouldn't the werewolf be the one that was killing people? The werewolf has scratchy little claws. Like the thought that he would choose to shoot his son over this random werewolf that he might have been protecting people from. Maybe the Hyde was actually the good guy, and he suspects that the Hyde is his son because he knows that his wife was. So it even lessens the chances that he would have shot his son over this random beast that he's never seen before, that he doesn't even know that it's a human that's actually transformed. And to all those that say that Wednesday's actually a sociopath or has antisocial personality disorder and doesn't really care about other people, this was an altruistic act. She put herself in the line of fire to an arrow to be able to save Xavier from getting hit. And for those of you that say, well, she ran away because she's the only one that really can save the entire school from Crackstone, well then why did she put herself in the line of fire in front of an arrow that she might kill herself with? Because she cares about those that are close to her, and she's willing to risk her life.
Where's Wednesday?
But still, after all that, Enid, the first thing that she wants to know is where Wednesday is and if she's safe. Enid is that true caretaker. She puts people above her own needs and wants, which is nice to be able to have a friend that's going to caretake you. And actually, caretakers are great because they'll know what you want before you've even asked it, but sometimes that's at your own cost and risk, especially in this case. I really love the hug. I think it's this beautiful moment of them both being happy that they've survived and they've dealt with this together. I still think in Enid's head there's a little bit of a, yes, I'm so happy you're okay, but what's up with leaving me to fight the Hyde? Pretty much just throwing me out there and then escaping without even making sure that I was going to be okay or not. So that moment does still bother me. Yes, it irks me, and I don't think that it fits with Wednesday's personality. And for those of you that think that, oh well, Wednesday just believed so strongly in Enid that she thought that she could survive, she almost didn't. Truly, Tyler's dad would not have done this. She would have died. So I'm just gonna state that he would not have shot his son over some random werewolf that is trying to attack his son. He probably would have made a choice of shooting the werewolf, or at least seeing how it plays out because of that shock factor. So we can battle it out in the comments below. One of the most wonderful ways to be able to help out this year is to be able to give to charity. But it's really hard to figure out which ones to give to. There's just so many good charities out there, it can be paralyzing. And I usually try to give to a variety each year. So that's where today's sponsor, GiveWell, fits in. GiveWell invests over 40,000 hours a year into researching charitable organizations. It distills them down to the highest impact, most evidence-backed opportunities. And then it makes all of that research available and publishes their top choices on their site for free. And that's why over 100,000 donors give to GiveWell to donate over $1 billion, saving over 150,000 lives and improving the lives of millions more. I know that you're probably wondering, well, how much does GiveWell get in the process? Well, GiveWell wants to make donors have the best possible informed and high-impact donations that they can, and they do this without taking a cut. So just check out the research and recommendations, allocate your tax-deductible donation to the charity or fund of your choosing, and if it's too hard to find and choose, there's a top charities and all funds options that will split your donations up for you. Better yet, if you've never donated to GiveWell's recommended charities before, you can have your donation matched up to $100 before the end of the year, as long as their matching funds last. So to claim your match, go to givewell.org/Georgia and pick YouTube Georgia Dow from the drop-down checkout menu. Make sure that they know that you heard about GiveWell from this channel, Georgia Dow, to get your donation matched. Clicking on that button really does help out this channel and others that need in the same time. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Let me know what your thoughts are on these moments and the season finale of Wednesday in the comments below.